Good morning, I'm Olivia. Welcome to my SilverSneakers Flex chair yoga class. Let's get started. Sit against the back of your seat first. All right, settle in. Give yourself permission to say, I have arrived. I've got nothing to do right now but breathe. Yes, but breathe. And kind of the beauty of practicing in the morning is that you haven't had the stuff from the day running through your head yet. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Somebody has their phone out here, and I appreciate that. And I'm just going to close that door. All right. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And one more. And then just with small movements, tip the head, maybe drop the chin to your chest, come up to the other side, and then right back up. That's one option. Another option might be just to nod your head, or tip your head side to side, or maybe circles with your nose right in front. But just get a little movement to the cervical vertebrae. And in doing this, you can keep your eyes closed. Notice how that feels inside your head. Listen to the sound, maybe those Rice Krispies. Notice where you have some tightness. And then eyes open, soft gaze. Scoot out to the edge of your seat. Let your practice today reflect the way you're going to move through the day, all right? So we're not going to be frantic today, all right? And so let this style of movement today carry into the rest of your day. Think about that. So sitting tall in the sit bones. Yeah. Feel them press heavy into the seat right there, all right? Not that fleshy part of the seat. You're not going to come forward. You're on the very tip of the sit bones. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. And then we're going to do this. I want you to press the heel of the hand together and then draw the wrist down. And that's also going to press the shoulders down away from your ears. Squeezing them together. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands slide to the rib cage. Elbows back. Stretching the chest. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring the edge of the hand together and tuck the chin. And then again, inhale, elbows back, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades, and here's the exhale, press forward. 2 more times. Exhale. 1 more time. And exhale. And then I'm going to walk my feet out just a little bit wider right here. And circling around. Let this get into your hips here. Into your low back. Belly in, knees are right over top of your... Oh, I have the wrong socks on. And boy, are my feet dirty. They got wet, and then they walked around. Oh boy. Let's go the other way. We'll see how long that lasts. It's cold on this floor, though. And again. All right, coming back to the front. Let's just roll the shoulders around. And again. 2 more. And then back to front. So let the elbows maybe point to the front diagonal of your imaginary box. And again, 1 more. All right, now from here, I want you to splay your fingers out, almost like you're trying to stretch the web between the fingers right there. And then, like you're a gecko, you're kind of climbing up the wall. All right, so you gotta splay the fingers out. Just easy on the climb, but let the energy come out your fingers there. And then again, flat on the wall. And again, and then twinkle them down. Let the shoulders rest, press back. Exhale, give yourself a hug, drop your chin. And then let's do that one more time. This time we're going to reach forward. Splay them out in front. Hinge forward. Hands on the thighs. Release, belly in, and round back up. All right, elbows back. Splay them out. And send them forward. Yeah, and then reach forward. Energy coming out the fingers here. Hinge forward a little bit further, a little further. Hands on the thighs. Scoop the belly and round back up. All right, right arm up. Reach right to the ceiling. You can bend the elbow and maybe a little arc over and down. Then we go the other way. Reach to the ceiling. Maybe arc over and down. Nice. Easy, easy here. Little arc over and back down. I'm letting my hands relax now from before. And little arc over and down. All right, crossing that left hand over. Reach back as if you're saying, why right this way? And then swing it forward and around. And again, reach back, right this way. And around. All right, we're going to go the other side. Cross that hand over. I'm going to roll back a little bit on the fleshy part of my seat. Fire on the abs. Come on through. And then again, reach back. And around. And reach back. And around. Beautiful. Let's hinge into this airplane pose. First, squeezing the shoulder blades back. I'm going to stand up just so you can see this. Squeeze them together and then roll them forward. And then squeeze the shoulder blades back. So I want you to think about the shoulder blades, what they're doing. And then roll them forward. And one more time. Squeeze them back. And now we're going to hinge at the hips. Let the knuckles lift to the ceiling right here. Heart's moving forward. I have just run cold water down your back. So you are really squeezing those shoulder blades together. Right arm forward, left arm stays back. And I'm in this hinge position. And we switch. Other way, belly in. And we switch. And one more time. All right, bring that right hand forward, right into chair position right there. Beautiful. Reaching through that little finger there, all the way up. And release back down. Bring that right knee in. And then the left. And let it come over towards the shoulder maybe. So you get a little more of an inner thigh stretch here. And again. All right. We're going to keep this leg up right here. See, look at my feet. I will change them before I stand up. And they're wet too. That's the other thing. Out to the side right there. Yeah. Now I'm going to flex this foot and really send some energy out the foot. Pull in the belly. Maybe you can release for a moment. Nice and tall. And exhale down. Now, let's really get them dirty. Brush the foot around. All right, so first let's hold it out to the side. Sole the foot on the ground, but square that body up. And let's keep that knee right over the ankle. You can use your hand to go there. And this right hand's going to come on the back of the chair. I'm going to roll that right shoulder around and taking the gaze over to the right wall. Breathe deep. All right, walk that foot to the front and slide it out, toe to the ceiling. Yeah, edge of your seat to really feel this stretch. I'm going to hinge at the hip. I have a little bend in that knee still there. Bringing the heart forward, feel a little more stretch. And then exhale, turn your nose towards your belly and round back up. All right, you take the other side up, nice and tall. You can grab underneath here. You could even keep the toe on the ground if that feels better to you. And I'm going to take it out to the side. Now send some energy out this leg. So really engage that foot. Pull the toe back towards the knee. Nice and tall. Belly in. See if you can release momentarily. Lovely. Release that foot down. Keeping that knee over the ankle. I'm going to use my hand to support it. Left hand to the back of the chair. Sitting extremely tall because we're going to add this twist. And then looking over that left shoulder towards the left wall. Maybe a little further if you'd like. Up to you. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Can you imagine what the organs are doing in this twist? They're going, oh my gosh. All right. Yeah. Come on back to the front, walk that foot in. And we slide forward, toe to the ceiling, little micro bend. Tall spine, this is where we hinge. Bring the heart forward. Yeah, don't fall off the chair, please. Yeah, ooh, that feels good, huh? All right, a foot on the ground, nose towards the belly, round the spine, and roll back up. Breath in. I'm sorry. Bring the hands to the heart. Let's do this once again. Squeezing the heel and the hand together, and then the fingers, but then let them draw the shoulders down. So the elbows are going to draw downward here. Nice, nice. I'm going to fold them over, and this time, big basketball hoop here. Round back. Scoop the belly, nose towards the navel, and then open wide. Thumbs are going to be thumb up. And again, one more time. Take this a little bit deeper. Roll back towards the fleshy part, nose towards the navel. Thumbs up. All right, feet underneath you. We're going to circle, sweep, and stand up, aren't we? Deep breath in. Exhale. Here we go. All the way up. Beautiful. And release back down. All right. Walking your feet out a little bit wider. I'm going to take this little twist. Be sure you lift up on that heel as you add this twist. A little slap of your hands around the side, around your bod. There. Yeah. Again. 2 more. And now, right here, I want you to hold the thumb, reach to the ceiling, and exhale. Lower the hands, and then inhale. Come right back up. Move with intention here now. Nice and slow. Scoop the belly. I'm not going all the way down. I'm not going to drop my head below my hips. And come back up. Even not going to drop it below my heart either. And one more time, all the way up. All right, twinkle the fingers down. Walk your feet in. All right, let's grab a drink of water around to the back of the chair. I'm going to change my socks, if that's all right with you all. These just feel awful. These feel terrible on my feet. I feel like wet, dirty socks. Give me a minute while I change my socks. Go get yourself a drink of water. Come back. I have made these videos public, and it's fun to see. I have people respond and say good things. It's really nice. I have one of them has about 150 watches. The question is, do they watch the whole thing? All right.
And where are they?
Well,
They used to come right to my email.
the link comes to your email. It's at the bottom.
Is it YouTube?
Yes, it goes up to you. You click on it, you should write to YouTube, and you should find them all.
Too?
I'm sorry?
Is it the same one you used to put here in Northfield?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh no, that was the church. That was the
Okay.
sanctuary. This is actually, I didn't make those public, but I made these that I do right here public now. So anybody in the world can see them. One woman is in England. She said, "I'm sorry I can't join your class. I'm on a different time zone, but I love your videos."
What about the ones you put out? How do you get those on?
You just click on that link. It'll take you right to it.
But you can't do it on your TV anymore.
If you can cast, you can.
Oh, okay.
We'll discuss that later.
Okay.
All right. Here we are at the back of the chair. Yeah. Coming into mountain pose. Put your heels right underneath your sit bones. A little soft bend in the knees as well. And then think about this. Think about lifting the kneecaps up into the thigh muscles. What? Trying to so everybody could see me here. So try to think of lifting the kneecaps up into the thigh muscles. So you're really going to engage these legs. So you are as secure on the earth as you could possibly be. Maybe close your eyes, bring the fingertips next to the chair if you need that there. This is another posture that is an active posture. We're not simply standing here. We are lifting up through the core, the crown of the head, and finding length. One more breath. All right, hands on the chair. Step back just a little bit. We're going to have some little standing cat and cow here first. We'll do it 2 ways today. Inhale, bring the heart forward. And then exhale, soften the knees, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, bring the nose towards the navel. And then again, a little straighten in the knee, eyes up, heart forward. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, nose towards the navel. Again, I take a little shoulder roll back. So it's like the heart's going to come through the shoulder blades here. And then exhale. One more time. This way. And exhale. Okay, another option is to drop the hands to the thigh muscles here. Soften the knees. We'll take it this way now. Inhale, eyes up, heart forward. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine. So my arms are gonna stay straight and my knees are bent, and it's really just spinal movement. Eyes up, heart forward. Exhale, tuck. 2 more. And exhale. This time from here, round the spine and roll back up. Stack one vertebrae on top of the other. Nice and tall. Deep breath in, step away from the chair, lest we get our face on the chair, and forward fold. From here, halfway rise, we slide up the legs, hands come to the crease of the hip, shoulder blades squeeze together in the back, and then circle sweep, pass through that beautiful chair pose and reach up to the ceiling. Right here, splay those fingers out again, all right? Energy out them. There's that gecko climbing up the ceiling, yeah? And then just twinkle them down, all the way down. There you go. Okay, so let's move into some warrior postures. So from our mountain pose, nice and tall, deep breath in. Exhale, sink into the knees, straight back here. And as we come up, lift on that right heel, we're gonna shoot that right foot back. Toe ball heel goes down, and my toe is turned out a little bit on the diagonal there. Front knee over the ankle, back leg straight. The further distance you have, the better balance you have. Also, the more challenged the muscles as well. But you find what feels good to you right here. Let's take care of the hips first, get them good and square here, and really, really firm here. You should be feeling a really nice stretch here. Firm up the glute, arms up, deep breath in. And let's bring the hands back to the heart once again. Squeezing the heel of the hand together, let the shoulder blades drop down your back. Now we're gonna keep the shoulders dropping down the back and just extend the arms out. Maybe turn the palms to the side wall. And my elbows are right here in goalpost. Let the elbows come back and the heart come forward a bit more. Nice, beautiful. Now, hold the ceiling up with the fingertips. Deep breath. One more. All right, drop your hands to your chair. And in order to get this foot back in, we're just gonna swing it around to the side and bring it right back in. Nice and tall. Again, moving slowly with intention. This is the way you're going to move through the rest of the day. I know it's the week before Christmas and it's the middle of Hanukkah, but we're going to move slowly. Deep breath in. Exhale, we sink. Let that left heel leave the earth and shoot it back. Toe ball heel. And we rise up. So pay attention to the low half of your body right now. Grab the earth with your feet as if you were going to float up. All right, you want to hold on to the earth here. Palms out. Elbows back, heart comes forward. So really feeling that great chest stretch here as you do this. Hand on the chair if you need it, hand or hands, it's okay. And coming right back up, hold the ceiling up. Breathing deep, shoulders down, everybody. And again, so let's go through that again. Heel the hand together, draw the elbows down, feel the shoulders press down. Yeah, so they're gonna stay there. And now I'm going to open the arms. So keep the shoulders drawing down. You've got this push me, pull you going. Instead of here. Yeah, keep them down. Lovely. All right. Circle sweep. This foot's going to come around to the side. Come right back in. All the way up. Downward facing dog for the first time. Any movements you need to get into your downward facing dog. Think about turning that tailbone to the back wall by bending the knees a little bit if you need to. That's okay, but tailbone to the back wall, that back goes flat. Now see if you can lighten up on the hands and put the weight onto your body, onto the legs, onto the hips. Fire on the core muscles there as you do that. Breathing deep. All right, walking your feet together while you're here. So bring the knuckles of the toes really close together, maybe the heels apart. What I want you to do is just let that right foot leave the earth. Just a little bit. And then shoot it forward halfway between you and the chair, and we rise up, coming into pyramid pose. Now, I'm going to say you're going to want to get off of the tightrope and onto the railroad track. So move that right foot out to the side just a wee bit, and then nice and tall. Press the wall back, yeah, and then grab a hold of that thumb. Slide the knuckles down by the heel and lifting the heart. So easy pyramid pose here. All right, that left hand reaches to the chair, the right arm reaches back, nice and tall. And then maybe you can release that left hand forward to me, right over the chair. Lovely. Both hips are facing the front, so you haven't sunk in. You want to keep that front big toe pressing into the ground. That will help you stay in this nice twist. All right, back arm comes to the front, hands on the chair, back to downward facing dog. Breathe deep. Again, walk your feet in very close. If you have shoes on, just whatever feels good to you. I am in my bare feet, so I'm going to walk the knuckles of my toes together and my ankle bones apart about an inch. And then as you fire on the core, let that left foot just kind of leave the earth, maybe an inch, maybe higher, it's up to you. Deep breath in, exhale, step forward, halfway between you and that chair. And again, we take the palms back. Now, whatever thumb you grabbed the last time, grab the other one. Oh boy, the one that feels most unnatural. All right, shoulders back. And then drive the knuckles down by the tailbone, maybe down by the heel, lifting the heart. So great chest stretches. The shoulder blades are really working and coming together here. And then we're going to release the right hand to the chair and the left hand back. And should you find that balance, release that right hand forward over the chair, looking over the left, to the left wall, maybe towards the left thumb. Breathe deep. That back arm comes to the front, back to downward facing dog. Step one back. And now we're going to float both feet up. I'm just kidding. That's the fourth level of yoga. Hands back on the thigh muscles. Bring the heart forward and sink the hips. So as if you were going to come into chair pose. So eyes up, heart forward. My arms are straight, sinking the hips. Yeah, so be sure you can still see your toes right there. Yeah, so watch bent arms. See if you can get those arms straight. I want to get your upper body up as high as you can. We're going to reach forward in that chair pose. Fire on the core muscles. Lovely. All the way back up. Deep breath in and down. All right, grab some water. Come on back. Okay, so working through some warrior postures now. Stepping the feet out. Let's keep the toes turned to the front first. All right. And then pressing the outside edges of the feet into your shoe or the ground. You're almost going to feel the big toe mounds kind of lighten up a little bit. And then go to the inside. Press the inside down. Just feel the different muscles that work when you do that. And then come back and press the whole foot into the ground. So you feel the toes, the heel, the instep's going to be lifted, but don't lift it anymore. So you're still going to press the big toe mound into the ground. So you're going to really feel these legs fire on when you do that. I have a little micro bend in my knees. They're not locked out. All right, very nice. Wide standing mountain pose. Hand on the chair if you need it, not if you don't. It's okay. Let the fingers press out, and let's do the gecko hands. All right, so really stretch them down. Ooh, give them a good stretch. And then just twinkle them, twinkle them. One more time. Gecko fingers, that's my new word. And then let them shake. Okay, so right toe's going to turn to the right wall. And then I'm going to sink into my knee. And if you find this knee buckling in on you, what I'm going to ask you to do is to walk that foot a little more forward. So maybe the heel is lined up with the toes instead of the heel lined up with the instep. So get it? I'm going to walk that forward a little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing with this foot. Press all edges of this foot into the ground. Using the chair if you need to. You're going to feel that big toe mound. You want to be sure you feel the outside edge and the heel. This knee is over the ankle. Back leg is still straight. And once we get this in alignment here, see if we let this knee buckle in, see what tends to happen is this outside edge. So I'm always saying press that outside edge down. Well, what I've realized is if you move this foot a little more forward, you might find that easier. Stretching the arms out to warrior two. Yeah. Look over the two-piece fingers by just turning the head, not the shoulders. Drop the chin. Turn and look over the back two fingers there. Yep. They're there. And then come on back to the front. And while you're there, check. Be sure that knee's over the ankle, that foot's pressing down. Palm to the ceiling. Let's go to reverse. So grab that chair if you need it, lifting up and let that, or slide that hand down that leg, maybe even into your back right pocket for a little bit of a bind. Deep breath in, deep breath out. You're going to feel those ribs want to expand. What I want you to think about doing is tucking that front body to the back body there and still getting that breath in. That's the challenge. All right, let's come back to warrior two. Reach a little bit to the right wall and come into extended angle or side angle. Hand is resting, let this one float up. You can use the chair for either hand or both hands, it's up to you. Looking down towards that toe and that foot. Now be sure, once again, this knee hasn't buckled in. You've got that baby toe edge pressing down and you can still see your big toe there. And then trace the collarbone, come up looking towards that left arm. Maybe the shoulder, maybe the crook of the elbow, maybe the wrist. Just careful not to let your head fall back. Yeah. And then lifting that rib cage, let that right rib cage kind of spiral underneath you there. I'm doing a lot of talking, hoping I'll get you to slow the movement down today. All right, from here, we're going to straighten that front leg, lift up, and come into reverse triangle, sky archer. Tailbone goes to the ground here. Again, don't let that front knee lock. You want to keep a little micro bend in it. This hand can be on the chair. Left hand can be on your thigh. Left hand could be in your back pocket. Breathing deep. All right, we're going to reach over to the left, push the hips to the right, windmill the arms, and come into triangle pose. Move slowly, move with intention. Use the chair for any arm or both arms. It's okay. I'm looking down towards my toes here. We're going to go back and forth here. Now we're going to come into warrior two. So I'm going to bend that front knee, parallel the arms, into triangle pose. Straighten the leg, windmill the arms. Bend the knee. Warrior two. Lovely. Triangle pose. And last one. All right, hands together, heel of the hand together. Pressing the elbows down. Let's bring both feet to the front. Same thing again. This is going to draw the shoulders down the back. And then maybe let's roll to the outside edge. Let's roll to the big toe. And then press all parts of the foot down. Okay, a little micro bend in the knees. Let's take those gecko fingers and reach down. Lift the heart, pull the tailbone downward towards the earth. Keep the chin tucked to a nice long spine. Beautiful. Nice, straight posture. Lovely, lovely. Are we breathing? No? Okay, we're going to go the other way. So we're going to turn that toe. And then once again, you may want to bring that foot forward a little bit so that the heel is going to line up with the toes instead of the instep back. Press all parts of that foot down, and here we go. Warrior two. Drop your shoulders, look to the two peace fingers over that left hand, and drop your chin down towards the belly, no judgment here, and look over the two peace fingers on the right hand. All right, check, right? All the way back to the front, back leg straight, front leg bent. Take a little slide, and we come into extended angle, side angle. You can use the chair. Too much on the arm, by all means, drop it down here. Okay, just gonna rest my wrist there, and reach. Let this left rib cage spiral underneath you a little bit here. So keep in mind, everything is still in mountain pose here. Broad shoulders here. Beautiful. Front knee bend, back leg is straight. Look down towards the toe using the chair if this affects your balance. And then tuck trace the collarbone, looking towards the upper arm, the crook of the elbow, the wrist, maybe the fingers. Careful the head doesn't fall. All right, let's come back. We're going to go to reverse warrior, reaching up. Let's just stay here and go to sky archer, which means you're simply going to straighten that front leg. What I want you to notice is this right hip's going to want to pop up. So you're going to drop that right hip, tailbone goes to the ground. Firm up the legs. Breathing. Watch the ribs aren't popping there. Knit the ribs together, I say in Pilates. And here we go into our triangle pose. Reach to that left wall. Micro bend in the knee is just fine. Here we Beautiful. Nice. And come into warrior two. So you're going to bend that front knee, keeping the arms 180 degrees if you can. And then again, reach. Triangle pose. Not pushing on that kneecap, please. All right. And then come back. Strong legs to do this. And again, here we go. Deep breath. Warrior two. Deep breath in. Heel to hip. Really squeeze it in. And as you come down, bring the shoulders down as well. Let's turn the toes. Firmly pressing the feet into the ground here. Shoulders are coming down. And then gecko fingers are going to reach into wide standing. Beautiful. Nice. All right, walk the feet together. Shake out the legs. They need that there. All right, and let's go back to downward facing dog. And any movements you need here, maybe sink into one knee and then the other, let the hips push out to one side and then the other. Breathe. All right. Bending both knees. I'm going to take my feet mountain pose apart and then hands on the thigh muscles here. All right, so we're going to come into our chair pose. My arms are straight here. I'm going to drop my hips, eyes up, heart forward. Yeah. And then reach. Lovely. Pull the shoulders back, belly in. Watch the knees aren't buckling in. Reach into powerful pose. I'm going to take goalpost arms here. Gecko fingers. Yep. And then push the ceiling back up. Nice and tall. All right. Release down. Pull the heel into your seat and just get a little stretch on those quadricep muscles here. That should feel pretty good. All right. Grab a drink. We need to get a twist in and a balance still. We'll put those two together. How about that? Okay, over the right side of the chair. And let's get that left foot up halfway between the legs of the chair because I want you to have access to the seat of the chair here. Okay, so it's just right there in front of you, nice and tall. Come into pyramid pose, easy. My feet are not far apart. Both feet are square on the ground here. This time let's take this extended namaste, but what I want you to do again is squeeze the heel of the hands together. And this is tough because you're going to want to draw the shoulders down, but you're extending the arms. So whatever range of motion works good for you here. Breathing deep. My hands are in front of my face. I'm going to open them wide. Grab hold of that chair. We're going to let that back foot float up just a little bit. Leading with the heel in the back there. Belly in first. And then maybe pointing the toe. It's up to you entirely. I have a bend in that front knee there, but I have a straight leg and back. All right. And that front body's lifting. That's grounding through that back body there. Heart moves forward. All right, so sink into that front knee and let that back toe touch the ground. Reaching way out there. And we're going to rise up. All right, balance one is just a high lunge. Chair's handy if you need it. Drop the shoulders down. If we were to turn this into crescent pose, crescent looks like a moon. So bring the heart forward and take the gaze up a little bit more. Use the chair, by all means. Now, I'm going to drop both hands to the chair. One to the back, one to the seat. And you can bring this to the fingertips. And then drop that right shoulder underneath the left shoulder. You're going to feel a nice stretching through that glute on the left side of your body. And look to the left wall. That back heel is up if you can get it up there. Maybe turn the gaze over the left shoulder to really increase this twist. Again, imagine what your organs are doing. All right, just take the gaze back to the ground. We're going to circle sweep that right arm back up. Both arms up if you can. Step both feet together. Reach to the ceiling. Forward fold. And here's that halfway rise. Hands come to the hips, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Here's another image. I put one of those SilverSneakers balls right between your elbows, and you got to hold it in there. All right, think of that. And then circle sweep, pass through chair pose. And all the way down. Oh, some of you may not know what a SilverSneakers ball is. It's about an 8-inch ball. Okay, other side. I'm gonna squeeze it and hold it in there. All right, so I think we had, oh yeah, that's right. So that left foot, that's the right foot, halfway between the legs of the chair there. Yeah, right foot, sorry. And nice and tall. With that tailbone drawing to the ground, you're gonna feel a really nice stretch in through this hip flexor there. Nice and tall. And let's take the same thing. We're gonna take heel of the hands. It's gonna press the shoulders down. You're gonna connect the ribs to the hips there. And this is that Dr. Dolittle, push me, pull you. I'm gonna reach up as I keep the ribs and the hips connected without letting all that pop. It's a lot of work, and I'm not gonna get my arms straight and over my head because I'm really working hard at that. Breathing deep. All right, we open the arms, grab hold of the chair, and push forward. Soften that front knee, and that back foot leaves the ground if that's accessible to you today. Squeezing the glutes. Front knee is bent, but back leg is ever so straight. Yeah, lots of energy. You can flex the foot, you can point the toe, whatever feels good, but keep that leg straight. And maybe there's a balance in there. All right, ever so slowly, we're gonna bend that front knee, reach way back with that toe. Rise up, here's high lunge. One hand or two hands, your choice. Again, drop your shoulders, connect your ribs to your hips here. Good and strong from the navel down. And now, both hands come to the chair. Right hand to the top, left hand to the seat. On the fingertips, on the fists, maybe on the heel of the hand, whatever works for you. And then spiral that left rib cage underneath you. That left shoulder under the right shoulder. Looking to that right wall, maybe look over your right shoulder for the little completion of that twist from the tailbone to the spine, or to the crown of the head. And breathe. One more breath. All right, I like to look down at the ground as I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to step that back foot forward, reach to the ceiling. Forward fold. Halfway rise. Again, that SilverSneakers ball comes right between the elbows there. You're going to squeeze it and hold it, belly in. And circle sweep, pass through, reach. And all the way down. All right, shake out. Grab a drink of water. I think we'll sit back down. Yeah. I know you're low power. I need to shut this off. I could have been getting phone calls. Good grief. Oh, I know. Oh, it is shut off. I have this, I've updated my phone, and I can set it up so it goes to silent whenever I'm in this building.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. Yeah. I can show you how to do that, so I don't have to think about it because I did get a text message, and I didn't hear that. All right, back to the edge of the seat. Yeah. Oh, extend those legs out in front. And you work those feet hard, so just give the toes a wiggle. When you're home in your bare feet, take your shoes off and let this happen. Splay your toes out. Soles of the feet together, soles of the feet out. Cross them over. Just keep the ankles and all those bones in your feet moving. Yeah, all right. And then wrist and hands too. We work them quite a bit. All right, give them a shake. All right. And then let's drop the feet and pull on the bones, just gently away. You could drop your feet down. I love that some people keep their feet up. It's so cool. Sharon looks around. Am I the only one? All right, and then let's go the other way, just very gently. You notice when I was doing this, I had my elbows down. Just bring them up, just real gentle though. Gentle. Okay, and then the other side. Give the bones a little bit of a pull, and then drop them down. All right, and then again, just gently. I'm not pushing as hard together, just gently, and then lift the elbow so you get a little bit of a stretch in the wrist right there. All right. Settle back into the chair, looking over that right shoulder. I want you to open your eyes really wide and see how far back you can see, okay? Make a mental note what you see back there. And you lean against the chair so the shoulders are not turning at all. Back to the front. We're going to go the other way, same thing. Give yourself a minute. Settle in, continue to rotate, and then open the eyes and see how far back you can see. and then back to the front. That's pretty amazing, I think, isn't it? You can see or almost can see 360 degrees around you. We're gonna do it one more time. This time I want you to notice is one side different than the other. Open the eyes. And then back to the front. God had a plan, she did. Let's look the other way. Open the eyes wide, you bet. And then back to the front. All right. Give yourself a hug. I'm going to lift up from there. So feel the shoulder blades kind of separate there. And then I want you to take a deep breath in between the shoulder blades. And then let's take the hands around to the back of the chair. So for me, I can sort of get my shoulders over the top. You may not be able to. And then maybe lifting the feet out. All right, this would be my modification of fish pose. We do this on the ground. We sit on our seat and press the elbows, and then lifting up, we let the crown of the head kind of reach back to the earth. So it's my modification of fish pose. It doesn't look like an inversion here, but it is on the ground. My sinuses always drain when I do this. All right, level it, drop the feet down. And just come into seated chair pose. Close your eyes. I hope you moved slowly and with intention today. And when you leave this class, you'll just kind of glide right out. I would invite you now to just think gratitude. Your teeth have unclenched. The tongue has fallen from the roof of your mouth. And your shoulders have relaxed away from your ears. That front body has sunk down to the back body and the hips feel heavy. And that squirrel brain has stopped for a few moments. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And bring your hands to your heart. All right, drop your chin to your chest. Oh my goodness, today I'm so grateful for. Let the corners of your mouth draw up in a little smile. Gratitude turns everything we have into enough. And so with a grateful heart, namaste. All right. Beautiful work. Smooth exit from here today, all right?